the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Bills and the Lions, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Throwing on first down is Allen. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Now Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Allen now on third and goal. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help them reach the century mark.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. The Lions at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And they were a bit fortunate last week having to gut out at one point.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From just shy of midfield, Allen. He's got Ayuk once again. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. So here are the Bills to take over. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Bills will add on to their lead. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Hands it off out of the gun. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 and 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's the option play going left. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And a lot of being an
a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
There's the stiff arm. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll try to run this one in. Stop short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and through. And it's now 13-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. The Eagles trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. In that game, all square, they take on the visiting Cowboys. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And even though they trail, they've had success running the football. Over 100 yards rushing as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bills, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 106 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action. Allen out to his left. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the 2nd level.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Davis now to return it. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 149 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Buffalo. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second and 11. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah. Like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pop free.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Carlson able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So now the Lions down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. 10 seconds to go. He's back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, it took